I was just showing Murat the possible backpacks that we might use. I mean, look, do you see the many different?
Yeah, I don't know. It seems a little big and seems a little rigid and might be a little heavy or cumbersome, but
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
Backpacks for what? For my IRL streaming backpack, which has been on its last leg for many years at this point.
But the backpacks, you don't like that the backpack's falling apart, not the actual technical equipment in it, right?
The technical equipment, I'm actually getting new ones on as well. I'm getting the new Live View Solo. Shouts out to Unlimited IRL for that, by the way. They're sending it to me. The new Live View Solo is what I will be working on now. It has like 4 modems inside of it. And
I really want to get you
the tech is outdated slightly, but it still works perfectly fine. But it's good to get an update. It's good to get an upgrade. And it's gonna have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 international modems in it, which is really sick. And also on top of
modems,
that,
you mean just like regular cell?
No. The plans in that are not usually international.
Okay.
Like they might be, if they're America specific, it's different. But these ones work even in Japan. Bro, NMP LOL has 8 modems. Yes, NMP LOL actually uses the modem that I considered possibly purchasing, except it's $25,000. From what I understand, he uses the 800. This is like some really nerdy shit, by the way.
You're showing it to me, right? Not them.
Yeah, hold on. The LiveView 800, LU 800 backpack.
I love that B&H just like straight up sells this stuff now.
Wait, what the fuck? Why does it say $325? This is wrong. It's like 25 grand. The LiveView LU 800 multi-camera 4K SDI HDR encoder. This right here is $25,000, and you have a built-in switcher, which means that you can literally unfortunately it's only SDI. So you have professional cameras, 4 of them that you can fucking connect to this thing, and you can switch between them, which is wild for live broadcasting. The fact that this is quite literally a TV station, like a news TV station that you can wear on your back.
Yeah, it has like, have you seen those like communication Marines or whatever that have like the backpack radios? Kind of has that kind of vibe to it.
You can't use a Teradek and have a wireless cam. Yeah, it's SDI only, which means I can't use it regardless, so it doesn't matter.
I'm sure you could convert the SDI to HDMI.
No. I would trust the guy who built a satellite. He doesn't know anything about this kind of equipment. He's just freestyling.
I designed the video system on the Starliner. Right?
I know you did, and it fucking sucked. When are you ordering it? No, I'm gonna have it in a couple days. Not this though. The one I have is the new Unlimited IRL's very own backpack. The Unlimited IRL backpack. I guess it's V7. It's the latest version. A complete turnkey indoor-outdoor live streaming solution by Unlimited IRL. It's the Gunrun IRL backpack version 7, starting at $2,695.
I don't know why
it's the LiveView Solo Pro. They love that camera because it's simple. It has up to 4 Solo Connect modems, which I have already. Unlimited streaming around the world. No SIMs needed. Includes wide cables.
So, do they pay for the L plan, or do you like?
It has a wide. This camera has a wide lens and has pretty good image stabilization.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, do you like go out and buy a cell service, or like do you pay them? Like, how do I'm trying to understand their business model. I don't know. I don't care what you specifically do, but someone's got to pay for the internet. Who's paying for it?
I don't know. The camera is really easy to get audio and clean HDMI out with stabilized. They are literally only made in Japan, so they're so fucking expensive. Yeah. What was your question again? Sorry.
Like, who do you like pay like a service fee to this company, or you just buy the hardware and just like connect straight?
There's different ways of working with it. I work with them, so I don't do any of that. But like for the most part, people, you can rent it, or you can buy it. You can buy the backpack, And then there's like there's a couple monthly fees that you need to pay for the cloud service that you beam the footage to, and also the SIM cards, obviously.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, Mexico's paying for it, folks. So for me though, I don't like these backpacks. Like, I love the backpack structure. I just don't like the skeleton of the backpack itself. Especially because like this backpack that I've been using for a very long time. And it is fucking broken, okay? Bro, just use an iPhone. Yeah, totally. You can definitely get the same quality with an iPhone with one SIM card. Yeah, that's why they have my name on here. Trusted by some of the world's biggest streamers, including Pokemon, XC, NMP Law, Tubbo, Hasanabi, and Tifu. And Brent. What? Yeah, they put me after fucking NMP Law, Tubbo, Pokemon, and XQC. Wait, what's the SIM card for? Well, you need to have... What? You need to have internet? Like
SM, 5G, whatever.
How do you materialize internet?
Can you connect this to Wi-Fi?
Which backpack are you planning on? Yeah, you can connect this backpack and every other backpack, my backpack, to the Wi-Fi too.
I've been wanting you to get a Starlink, and then we can Wi-Fi signal.
Damn, they should be sponsoring you.
You can do it like in random places that you don't sell signal.
I don't know if that's. I don't think that is reliable. Some people have probably done it. Tubbo, I'm sure. Do your modems work with both US and EU bands? Yes, they do currently, but this one is going to be even better, apparently. That's what they're saying. Tubbo is literally the guy who loves this shit personally. Tubbo, have you seen this? Have you tested this? This one is really interesting for me. Even though it has SDI only capability, I feel like if there was a way to do that, if there was a way to, I don't know, somehow feed the footage into this thing, you could literally do like a 4-person Twitch stream on one stream with multiple cameras and have someone switching in between them.
Is there like an app for it?
Yeah, probably.
Have like a producer with an iPhone, just like
an SDI to HDMI converter. Yes, but you need to have it also be. You need to have the SDI to HDMI converter, but you have to use like Bluetooth or something. Like you need to. How are you gonna? I'm talking. It needs to be wireless. If you're gonna use 4 cameras, they can't all be like fucking connected at the hip to the goddamn thing.
Wireless like video transmission equipment.
That's what I mean. I mean, that's also not gonna be good though. 25K is insane. Yeah, no, it's not. It's better than a fucking $25 million van.
Those vans are not 25 million.
They used to be back in the day. They were. How much was a news van cost? Let's see.
I'm gonna say 300.
No, I actually know how much it costs. Well, the news van production van was able to be purchased for $31,000, but like that's just the van.
Yeah, no, I'm van, which is gonna be like 60K, and then
yeah,
like the satellite dish on top, which is probably like I don't know 20K. Got the equipment inside and the cameras and.
I wonder where we can find it. Maybe not $25 million, but like how much does a satellite truck cost? Mount on a truck chassis, eyewitness news, typically satellite onboard power source. A C-band satellite truck, because that's what basically this is. How much would it be? Dude, I've seen it. It's insane, but to be honest, it's much better to just have 4 bags with 4 RTMP servers and swap the video feed in the cloud. I did a stream in LA where I use 8 feeds, and it works best if it's done in the cloud. Yeah, I remember you did that. 100K to $1 million. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, think about that, though. That's a truck, dog. That's a fucking truck. Think about that. We're talking about a truck that costs $100,000 to $1 million. It's not as nowhere near as portable as a motherfucking nowhere near as portable as a motherfucking backpack, dude. That's crazy. A backpack that costs 25 grand can do this now with literally the same level of quality. Plus gas, insurance, maintenance on the truck, all that stuff. It's just mind-boggling, the technology. I love that shit. The late autistic guppy said,
I feel like people are missing the biggest part of that truck.
What?
The satellite.
Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, this is massive. Like, you can't fucking take that anywhere. You can take that backpack. That backpack is tiny. It's like a camelback. What the fuck is being said right now? The more you talk about this, the more I realize maybe you're not a boomer at 40. Maybe I'm a boomer at 20. Exactly. It blows my mind. Everyday Astronaut built one for rockets. He filmed Murat's launch.
Luna, the locational uplinking networking asset.
I think it blew up. Yeah. I think they just did.
Oh, he was in the car?
So much. He spent thousands of dollars on cables recently. 70-foot tall mast fixed. Now we got the top.
I don't know. This is unnecessary in my opinion, but hey, I mean, more power to him, you know?
How'd I do?
Yeah, it's a mobile studio.
It's literally just the camera? What do you mean?
On top of the mast?
Oh, the thing on top of the car is a camera to film, like, it's like a super high zoom rocket camera?
With any kind of tracking unit. So
oh, wow.
To do both fast and slow is absolutely unbelievable.
It's impressive.
So this one has Cooper's Cooper, which scope is that?
It's a C8 from like the 1980s.
Celestron.
Yep. 8-inch.
Like I don't
Look at these
know this
nerds.
type of nerding out, but I have so much love and respect for what's going on in this.
Yeah,
place
because
right now.
you want to do it. You want to fucking see the rockets like they do.
Yeah, but they're not just watching something, right? They're doing science. They're doing like object tracking. They're doing like long distance, optics and compensation and all kinds of stuff for it.
I mean, Live View literally makes news vans if you want to make them with a car.
Again, you're forgetting the most important part.
What?
Satellite.
Again, no, they do that.
No, the point I'm trying to make is you need to have a satellite that is like satellite service provider that you're on.
Oh yeah.
And have that set up. And
but I think like as long as you're not in like literally an area where there's no cell coverage whatsoever, like you're fine. I'm not gonna.
Well, the other thing is I think those news trucks beam footage. They don't beam like data, right? So it's just a external video feed that they then can like patch in, or they might like
they're sending the footage directly to a satellite that is sending it directly to the newsroom,
like to their patch board. I mean, I'm sure they can like record
right?
stuff
I
and
think
send
so.
that over too.
It's good for disaster areas, yeah.
Yeah, but like walking around Tokyo, like looking at cool 7-Elevens doesn't necessarily that level of.
Yeah, no, it was fine. Tokyo was pretty clear anyway. It's like America where there's actually an issue with the ISPs, and that's an ISP issue anyway. It's not. That's literally an infrastructure problem more so than it is a problem for anything else. Jake is streaming from Shanghai, China on an Samsung S23. I mean, the quality's not that good. I don't think it's that good. It's just like it's 1080p and it's not even like compressed 1080p, so it's just like regular 1080p, so it's even worse. IRL is not about quality. No, I think it's important. Like for example, when we were filming the protest footage, the pickets, that was filmed with a camera that was a 4K camera. So when it compresses into 1080p, the quality of the footage is still higher. Like it's sharper, it's better overall.
JK LMNOP. Yeah, 差不多。我可以一起唱。
No, I use Brett's camera. Shadows are missing the point. The beauty of this is that it's a phone. A phone is infinitely more portable. A phone can do this with one SIM, okay, which is crazy. A phone can do this with one SIM, and a phone has the software inside of it. That is what's wild about it, okay? And we will get there eventually. We are getting there in places where the ISPs are a lot better. That's called downscaled, not compressed. You're right. Sorry. Yeah, Connor stream in Japan with me was incredible because because it was a camera and a gimbal. He had like a full body gimbal that he was using for image stabilization. Brett didn't use that. He just had like the old version of that, which is a manual fucking arm that just basically sticks to your chest that offers you additional stability. But yeah, I mean, this is the kind of nerdy shit that I actually do enjoy. And this is incredible. Like I would much prefer using a phone than a camera.
OPQRST.
Yesterday's basketball stream shaking like crazy. Yeah, of course it was shaking like crazy because that's just with a the best possible thing you can use for a camera, high quality camera, is what is a gimbal? A gimbal is an electronic stabilizer that utilizes that has weights inside of it, that has weights built into it, that automatically adjusts and readjusts to ensure that your camera is perfectly stable. It's basically like
accelerometers and gyroscopes.
Accelerometers and gyroscopes? Is that what you said? Yeah.
It has little motors.
Whatever. Yeah, it just has your camera always does this, even if you yourself are doing this behind, even if the body is doing this, the camera stays stable the entire time. Now, there is a software, you can use certain cameras have built-in software that automatically image stabilizes. As a matter of fact, the iPhone, I think the latest iPhone has it as well. There's a certain mode for it. And it's pretty cool. It's
I mean, there's other things too, right? You have the image sensor size, you have the optics, you have the audio, you have reliability of the link that you have. You have a bunch of other things to
Sony has optical steady shot. It just crops your shit a ton, so you have to use a fixed super wide lens. And MP Lowell's backpack is pretty good and it barely F's.
Bro, drop me off. I'm gonna go see him.
In one of these buildings, man. Do you go right here, Melena?
Yeah.
I love how you just didn't tell me. It's like every time you come downtown, just know in mind that Chance is somewhere above you, thinking about you. Not thinking about you.
No, I feel like Chance is thinking about me right now.
I miss Chance.
Me too.
We never saw him anyway.
But the fact that he was there was so comforting.
It was.
That's pretty good, quality-wise. I don't know what kind of camera he's using, but it just looks. It doesn't look that great. His camera he could be using a better camera, I think. Jake clip where he's actually walking.
Maybe that's why the front of the plane is called the cockpit.
Dude, I bet if he put some more cinematic filters or some shit on his fucking phone camera, this would look ridiculous, dude.
I don't know that English.
The pilots were messing with us this whole
I think
time.
he's using the front camera.
Cockpit. That's where the pilot sits. The pilot sits in the cockpit. And I bet you the first guy who ever fly a plane.
Who?
His name was.
He's using a Samsung
we're onto
phone.
something here. They tried to hide it from us.
Audio quality is really good too, especially out in public. Oh my god, this is actually huge. Nick's was great and reliable as fuck. So Nick uses this, right? He uses not this. He uses the bulkier version of this, which is the one I showed you, the 25 grand one. The LiveU LU800 multi-camera 4K SDI HDR recorder. But I do think that his camera is probably the Go Action, the Sony Action Cam. Not Go Action, sorry. The Sony Action Cam that he probably is using is the same one that everyone uses. I have swapped this out for my own camera that I bought under Myth's supervision.
Yeah, that's a good camera. Well, we have a newer.
This is a fine camera. This is a perfectly fine camera. But look at the quality of Nick's stream versus look at the quality of mine. Can you give me a clip from my stream? He uses this one. Yeah, the LiveU 800. That's the one I just showed you. That's literally the one I showed you. Yeah. The LiveU 800 with 4K SDI, HDR6 with 4G global modems, and one USB
I
modem.
wonder why they're 4G and not 5G.
I don't know. Where can someone send me a fucking clip of mine, my stream, please, so we can compare, or do I have to do it myself? Because I will do it myself, but it's just gonna take some time. Why is it always like this? YouTube prioritizes audio quality over video when on a bad network. Here.
You guys,
Wait, can I tell you something weird?
tell me something weird.
Okay. My ex-boyfriend broke up with me in January, and your stream is playing on in the background as he was breaking up with me. And I had to quietly mute the stream as he was breaking up with me, but your face was like right.
Do you see the camera quality? This is obviously, again, in 1080p. But do you see the camera quality, the difference in the camera quality? Obviously, that's like more hardware and software differences. But like, you also hired a camera guy? No, I didn't. Not in this one. This is just me. And like, look.
Huh.
Each camera is so different than one another, obviously, with the quality.
Maybe that's why the.
But the advantage for this, okay, here it is. The advantage for Jake is the phone. Okay, the fact that it's just a phone, it's undefeated. You know, you can go for 10 fucking hours. You're only holding up a phone. Okay, you don't have a bulky backpack. It's not easy to fucking a bulky backpack is not easy to travel with. Okay. It's not easy to travel with. This has, in my opinion, a more cinematic quality to it.
I like to.
Damn.
So,
Well, he wasn't the one then.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
This has a more cinematic quality to it, in my opinion. And here, this is the difference. Like, look, this is the action cam, the Sony action cam, which is the basic one. I have this as well. I don't know where it is, but like, in my opinion, this is the worst out of the three.
It's like every time you come downtown, just know in mind that chances is somewhere above you thinking about you. Not thinking about you.
Shots fired? No, Nick would agree with this. It's, in my opinion, Nick's hardware is the best out of all three of us. But if the camera in and of itself, if the camera that you're using is just like a regular Sony action cam, it's just gonna, you know. That backpack gives them uninterrupted output though, which is really good. Nick stream at the Ren Fair. It comes down to sensor size and lenses. Phone and action camera are similar, but I think phones have better image processing. Yes. I hear Nick uses this one lately. Yeah, this is, no, I don't think he's using this. I think he's using this, the same version of this, which is the LiveU backpack. Yeah. This is a crazy thing, dude. This is literally what like TV studios use, by the way. Oh God. You in the UK?
Once a brutal monarchy that justified chattel slavery and the brutal colonial overrule of India and numerous other countries, now have become the powerless symbol of being cucked to one of its former penal colonies.
Damn, this was almost a year ago, dude. This is 10 months ago. That's crazy that this is almost a year ago that I went to London. You need to ask NMP Law how to do seamless transitions from computer to IRL, vice versa. He uses some type of application with no issues. Yeah, I know. Nick is a fucking legend. He's really good. S-Fan knows his shit really well too with like IRL streaming. So does Jake. These guys know a lot more than I do.
I feel like Myth used to nerd out on this stuff a lot more.
Yeah, Myth changed, dude. He's a jock now. He like, I invited him to eat kebabs with us and he didn't respond to me.
Wow, dude. Fighting matches all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Kebabs.
He loved that Sony though. Tried to buy multiple even in Norway. Does anyone know how I get this 4K Sony camera in Bergen, Norway? I can't find it anywhere. Yeah, he loves the action cam. I don't like it.
I don't think this is the one that you had though. The one.
No, it is the one I have. It's identical.
Like they had a smaller lens before.
No, this is the exact same one. It's I don't really like it though. You need a sensor clean before you take off for the UK. What? What's a sensor clean? Oh, you mean clean the lens?
That sounds great.
Wait, that's 40.
You want it? We should have started ourselves.
Wait. This is the quality you're going for. This was Brett film with the Sony station.
Where's my,
yeah,
where's my
Brett.
change?
You don't have to.
Thank you.
Yeah, Brett's camera is really, really, really nice. But it's way too heavy, in my opinion. I feel like it's not worth unless you have someone doing camera op. And in a lot of circumstances, I would rather just like clean the sensor like this.
Sensor and lens dust can ruin your pictures, require post-processing, or just completely ruin your video. And it happens all the time. In fact, this scene is filled with sensor and lens dust. If you can't see it, it might be hiding in the background blur. So Chelsea, raise the f-stop up to f22 so we can see some of that hiding dust.
Oh.
And if you still can't see it, maybe it's hiding in all this detail in the scene. So let's pan up to the empty gray sky. I bet you can see some more of it now, right? To distinguish between sensor and lens dust, try zooming your lens. The sensor dust stays in one place while the lens dust moves in and out.
Why does that look like a gentleman's sausage?
It looks like pee-pee.
You might also see spots in the viewfinder that don't appear in your final photos, and that can be in several different places depending on the type of camera you have. I'm going to show you how. Suddenly,
I should just buy a new lens, to be honest. I don't like my lens. Yeah, I don't like my lens at all.
Use the wide one, right? I got you 20 and you I have no idea.
Order away. Whatever you want. What camera do you have? I'm a professional photographer. Okay, you should get the new Sony ZV-E1. It's a powerhouse for vlogging and IRL. Any fixed 50 millimeter is going to look pretty cool. The new Sony is also full frame, really good for high quality. No way he has the A6600 chatters. Those cameras are ass for live streaming. They overheat too much. Anyway. You used to do phone streams.
Fit day, dude. Squat up. You ripped it. Oh my god. You ripped it. You ripped your pants. This is an actual child.
God, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Did you order? All right, good. Do you use a 24 millimeter or 60 millimeter? Dude, I don't fucking know. Anyway. Let's watch the Pinely video on Sunny V2. We're going to move away from the backpack stuff for now. Well, first we'll do this.